Why are you so bright? In today's video, we're going to be playing Solo Fallen on a random map. Now, before we get into the video today, I do want to remind you guys, we are on the road to 10,000 subscribers here on YouTube. When we hit 10K, I'm going to be shaving my head live and giving away a PS5 to one of you watching, so definitely subscribe if you haven't already. Based on my stats, only 5% of you watching are actually subscribed, so if you can double check for me and click that button, it takes 2 seconds and you might even win a PS5 out of it. Also, while I have you guys here, make sure you hit the card in the top right of the screen and use code IT'sZVE for 10% off all your Rogue Energy purchases. It's a super tasty drink, I have it all the time, and if you hit that card, you can order a free sample pack, that way you can try it for yourself and let me know what you think. With all that out of the way, let's get right into the video. Our random map for today is Abyssal Trench. This happened to be the first map that appeared on the left side when you select the map, so that's how I decided what the random map would be, just whatever spawned. So it looks like they come out right here. Best bet is probably getting our troops front and center. So let's go ahead and get our crook bosses going. Let's place them right here. Let's ready up and see how we do here. Playing Solo Fallen. I'm using the Firework Technician as a support, which I haven't really done in Solo Fallen. Nothing like that. Abnormal. It looks like these guys have little, like, diving helmets. Oh, they blep a little bit when they die. That's kind of cool. Alright, we should clear this guy out just fine. And down he goes. Sweet. Not a bad start. Let's go ahead and get him level 1. Why not? Should have a goon coming out anytime soon. We have a lot of runway back here. Not really sure what the best move is going to be on this map. Y'all know I love Crossroads. I normally only play Crossroads whenever I do anything, honestly. So we're really going to have to adapt a little bit and see if we can't pull something different off today. I'm thinking that we might just make a conglomerate of our crooks right here up front. Spam militants in the center here. Mortars left and right up top. Firework tech somewhere in there as well. I think Firework Tech with the militants is going to be our best bet. I didn't even place the other crook yet. Luckily, we took everything else out just fine. There we go. All right, 2 level 1 crooks. We're going to get the rest of them kind of all in a bunch right here. Oh, what was that, a shark or a dolphin? What was that? Looked like a dolphin. I don't know. Very cool, though. We got a goon here helping out, too. With both crooks, we should be fine for a bit. Get enough cash to get another crook down. There we go. Level 1 on that guy as well. Now we got 3 level 1s. Getting all the goons to come out is going to help out more than anything else, so we need to make sure we do that. Probably going to end up getting our other crooks right here and right here. The crooks are basically going to be our first line of defense. Militants should have, once we upgrade them, should have enough range to see over here as well, though. So that's very helpful. Honestly, I think we need to get the other crooks right here. It probably wasn't ideal to place this guy up top here, but, you know, we're working with what we got. Bunch of fallen dregs. I'm glad we have more crooks now, because they have quite a bit of health for early game. But still, looks like, yep, we're taking them out just fine. All right, we have 1,100 bucks. We got all the crooks. We're going to need hidden at some point. Yeah, we need to get hidden detection on one of these guys at least. Now, Squire might be our first possible threat here. 275 health. Not entirely sure how we're going to do against him. We are aggro to him, so we're doing all our damage up on him. So, yeah, it looks like we take him out just fine still. We got a goon here helping. Yep. Awesome. Cleared everything else out. Looks good. All right, let's get 2 of our guys level 2. That should be plenty of hidden for when they first start arriving. I think getting an Electro up front here is going to help. Once we get him leveled up later in the game, and we have one back here as well, that should be plenty to do what we need. If I level him up a couple more times, we'll be able to see this whole starter path. Yeah, nice. Sweet. Feeling good, looking good. There we go. 3 level 2 crooks. Let's get all our crooks level 2 before we place anything else. I think that should be all the help we need earlier. We got a lot of goons coming down too. Can't forget the beach balls. Bloated drags are pretty annoying, but we got plenty of DPS to take them out. All right. All right, all crooks are level 2. They all have hidden. That's great. And they spawn pairs of goons, so we have double the goons now than we did before. I think our next best bet is probably getting a few mortars up here. I think if I get 3 up here and then 2 here, that's going to be ideal. So let's try to go ahead and do that. All right, Squire is dead. We should have plenty for at least 2. Let's get improved handling, 1 at a time. There we go. 2 mortars. This should help us out quite a bit. Splash damage on larger crowds. That's pretty good. All right. Perfect. Still doing pretty good. You know, like Solo Fallen is not as... doesn't feel as difficult as it used to back in the early days. Let's get him down there. And now we got enough for our last one. All right. All 5 mortars are down. All 5 crooks are down. And we got 1 electro. What is the play here? I think getting another upgrade on the electro is helpful. Great for crowd control to slow things down and give our mortars more time to do some splash damage. And our mortars can start to see everyone when they reach this corner here, and as we upgrade them, they'll be even better. We got some fallen souls that cause some issues, but we have a lot of hidden detection with our crooks already, so feeling pretty good there. Awesome. We need our firework tech down front and center right here. And we need our militants around him. I'm trying to decide if I should just surround him in militants. Probably. Let's do that. Level 2 militant costs 1,800, so I could probably place a couple more. Okay. All right, I think if I just surround this guy, that's going to be our best bet. And all the fireworks should definitely help us out as well. Sorry, I'm really quiet. I'm kind of locked in on what to do here. All right. What is the play? It's 1,400. Let's get some mortar upgrades. Let's have 1 more I need to upgrade over here. It improves their damage a lot, which helps us. 3,000 health. Fallen Giant is our first real big threat that's come in. So let's see how we pair up against this guy. Looks like we got enough for another militant. Level 2. Alrighty. Let's upgrade our pyrotechnics. Better fireworks. All that explosive damage paired with the mortars help. Nice. Cleared him out pretty quick. Another militant there. Last one there. Perfect. So 6 militants around that guy should be pretty good for now. Level 2 on all mortars but this guy. There we go. Perfect. So now all of my mortars and crooks are down. I can just place... oh, and my firework tech. I can only get 1. So now all I can place is more electros and militants. So it might be best overall to get a few more militants down. There we go. We have plenty of space to put them up here. All right, there we go. Fallen Hazmats getting taken down just fine. All right, sweet. All right, our tech can see all the guys that are in here. I'll only be able to place 3 more on this side and maybe a couple over here whenever I get him upgraded further and he gets better range. That's a very expensive upgrade. I need to spend more money on other things first. Our Electro is great for crowd control. I'm going to need another one. I'm honestly probably going to veto placing 3 militants over here and get one back here. All right, level 3 as well should be good for now. I need lightning cannon on both of them at some point, but I'm trying to think what the next best bet is. Upskill is a pretty great upgrade. Bigger cannon is a great upgrade for the mortars. Tommy Guns is pretty great as well. Let's see. How much money are we going to have at the end of this wave? Let's pause for a minute in our mind and think about that. All right, we're doing plenty of damage to him right now. And down. Nice. Perfect. All right, what's the move? We have 10K. I can get lightning cannon on both Electros. Get that out of the way. I'm going to do it. Call me crazy if you want. I don't need Zeus cannon until like very late game. So I think lightning cannon is plenty for now on both of them, so I can focus on everything else now. Now, I can say that I haven't upgraded my crooks in a while, but that doesn't mean that needs to be my priority, is getting the crooks upgraded. I'm thinking steady DPS from militant could be good, or mortar. It more than doubles their damage, which I suppose it doubles damage for the militant as well, but with the fireworks too, that could be even better. Or actually, it won't help all that much. It only increases their fire rate a little bit. Let's go ahead and get our mortars upgraded. I think that could be our best bet right now. We'll get our last 2 mortars up to level 3, and then we're going to move on to our militants, getting them to level 3. Once the militants are level 3, I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do. Probably focus on the crooks after that. But it's probably going to take a while for us to get there anyways, so. There we go, bigger cannon. It's got 1 more to upgrade back here. All right, I'll be able to with the bonus here. There we go. Level 3 on all the mortars. Electros are lightning cannon, which is plenty. Firework tech is a great upgrade, but I need to make sure I get upskill on my militants first. Let's just go down the line. Let's get our militants leveled up and go from there. All right, the squires are getting zapped into place by our Electro. Super helpful. Okay, not quite enough for a 3rd militant to be level 3, but we are getting there. There we go. 3 militants level 3. Like I said, that improves their fire rate a little bit, doubles their damage, and gives them a little more range. So really great upgrade to have. Especially as stuff is starting to push around a little more than I'd like it to. We want to make sure we have enough steady DPS. Pick up our beach balls. We got a nimble. Looks like a nimble giant, but our Electros are making sure he doesn't really go anywhere. There we go. There we go. All right, just 2 more militants left to get level 3, and then we'll probably work on our crooks. Okay. All right, 1 more left down here. There we go. Awesome. So far, so good. We're doing pretty good. Cost 12K to upgrade mortars. Cost 9 to max our militants. 6,500 for that. 15K. Really, the only thing that makes sense is getting upgrades on our crooks. All right. The upgrade gives him a little more range, much better fire rate. Looks like it decreases the damage, but the increase in fire rate still makes it valuable. Okay. There's a whole lot of bubbling going on from this map here. All right, we just got one more crook left right up here. And then I'll probably, honestly, get an upgrade on our firework tech. At that point, he's going to be the cheapest thing to upgrade, which is crazy. All right. There we go. Next cheapest upgrade is Bigger Boom for our technician. He's going to upgrade the fireworks. Let's see. Yeah, adds double damage to the fireworks shot anyway, so let's get that. Now our least expensive upgrade is Militants again. And Stealth Mercenary is a crazy upgrade. 9k and it triples its damage. That could be pretty helpful. Loaded Warhead could be pretty helpful as well. But honestly, we got to get our Militants up. Look at that range now. Let's try to max our Militants next and then move on to other things. Okay. This rusher is going... These guys are going further than I want them to. Can we kill them, please? Okay, how did they push through so much? What? How did that just happen?